Hello, hello, Kim Corallo, shut the front door too. We are a wreath, door hanger, and gift company out of Lexington, Kentucky. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you've been around for a minute, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be a haul video, which just is some of the items that we have picked up actually this week. Everything was picked up today. I don't even know what today's date is, or Monday of this week. So let's get started and show you what we have. I'll start off with this piece of pottery. It's it's a pottery bowl with a pour spout. I just thought the colors on it were really great. It looks to have a little bit of age to it. There are no condition issues except for some crazing, but I did think it was a really, really nice looking piece, and I was happy to have my hands on that. I will tell you this, I haven't had the chance to do any research. Some of the things I know a little bit about them, not much. So I can't tell you a whole lot more than, that I picked them up and I liked them, and I hope that some of you guys like them as well. Picked up a couple of these. There were a set of two. These are what I would think hand forged because of the way they are made. Definitely vintage. There's not a signature, but there's some numbers, markings there. I may be able to use that to get a little bit more information as to when they were made. But I just thought the shape of them were cool, and I thought they would look really, really good on side tables on either side of a sofa or bed. I just thought the shape was really, really cool. So I picked those up, and of course, I don't think you can go wrong with black because the color is so neutral. This is not an odd find in the sense that I pick up boxes a lot. I love a box. It doesn't really matter if they're on the small size or larger sizes. Larger sizes are great for coffee tables for you to corral like your remotes and that type of thing in it, but smaller ones are good just on, bookshelves or side tables. There's so many options. I thought this was stone when I picked it up, and then when I got it home, I should have known. It's not probably, the weight is heavy, but not heavy enough to be stone. But when I got it home, I realized that it's some kind of a composite material, which makes me think that it's probably not super old. I don't really know what that medallion is, but I did think it was really cool, and that's some type of a felt bottom. And I thought that, the color on it being neutral was really neat. And with fall coming on, I also thought this would blend in well with fall decor, orange pumpkins or any color pumpkin. This one just happens to be sort of that brown color, and I thought that could be a good styling moment. This isn't vintage, but it's hand blown. It's a pumpkin. And I pick these up when I see them because even though these are still being made today, they are really, really easy sellers for the booth, just to be honest. They make a good styling moment, and I especially like when they're not traditional pumpkin colors. I don't know, I think it gives just that little extra odd that I think is really desirable. I picked up a couple of these. I was in that mood. I've been on vacation. I've been away for 2 weeks, and so I didn't shop at all really the week before because being a hairdresser, if you don't know, I have a hair salon. So when I take time off, I work super hard that week before. And so I didn't shop at all then. I didn't shop the 2 weeks that I was away. So this week, when it came around to shopping, I picked up some things that I would normally probably leave on the shelf, but I don't know. I was in the mood to take a chance on some quirky little things, and I thought these cute little paper mache dolls were worth taking a chance on. There is a little sticker or something. I will have to use a magnifying glass to even read it. But anyway, I thought they were super sweet, and I will probably, I don't know, I will probably sell these separately. Maybe I'll sell them as a set. I'm not exactly sure on that yet. Let me show you this piece. I know this is vintage, but I don't know how old it is. It's ceramic. It's not heavy, so it's a thin ceramic, but I loved the motif on it. It has a little bit of an Asian flair, so I thought it would mix in well with blue and white. I loved the gold color. You know, again, I don't think this is, I think this is made to look older than it is, but I do think it has some age to it. I'll be interested in what I can find out when I do the research. This is a great size for just on a side table by itself, or obviously, you know, you can put this in a bathroom. I think that would be nice on the counter. There are several ways or several places. You know, I feel like shelving units and those types of things are always something, you know, that you could put a decorative piece like that. I loved this cloisonne. I love the colors on it. That royal blue in the back. I live in Kentucky, so we call that Kentucky blue here, but that color with the butterflies, I just thought it was really pretty. I loved the what was I gonna say? I think I was gonna say that I loved the colors again. I've already said that. So let's just, you know, pretend that I just didn't do that. And let's just say that the enamel over copper, I really like that style. And this is, you know, this is a tiny little dish, but it makes a big impact with all the beautiful bright colors. And I don't think this is, and I'm not gonna say it right, I don't even want to say it. Artisania Renicanata, and I know I probably butchered this, but I'm not sure because I don't know. There is a signature on the bottom, but that doesn't look like the signature it should be. So I have to do some research, but I do think that it's really cool nonetheless. And elephants with the trunk up means good luck. So that's always a fun little thing to know and a fun little pickup. Little trinket dish that I would probably pass up 100 times. But I'm going to tell you the reason why I didn't pass it up today. It does have a little bit of schmutz there that I need to clean up. I just thought that it was so sweet that with Christmas coming on, things like this are good little pickups if you're going to get, give jewelry of any kind, and then you could put it in a little vintage, box like this, and it just takes it up a notch. So the hand painting on there was really sweet. And so that is really the reason why I picked it up. I just thought, trying to think ahead, trying to think of things that might be gift worthy to give. And that's the reason why I picked it up, to be honest. Even though I do like little boxes and I do pick up a lot of trinket boxes and that kind of thing, I just feel like something like that, it would just be so sweet to, buy a friend a pair of earrings and then put it in something like that as your gift wrapping. I don't know. I just thought it was a good idea, and maybe someone else will too. I picked up a set of bracelets, and I'll tell you what, I do not pick up a lot of vintage jewelry, but I do pick up some. I picked this up. I love the wood bangle, and this is likely lucite, but I thought it might be bakelite. And I wanted to just take a chance on it because I actually don't think you can go wrong regardless of what material it is, but I also thought they looked really good paired together, so that's why I picked that up. And I think I am starting to think of that gift kind of thinking for Christmas, and I don't know, just trying to think outside the box a little bit, or maybe where I haven't shopped for 3 weeks, I was just going to grab anything that I saw that I thought was even halfway cute. Look how cute that is. Now that's not halfway cute. That is really, really cute. Look at the detail on this. I think the date says 83. I don't know what the signature says. I'll have to read that. you know, again, fall coming up. I thought these were really good fall colors. I loved the painting. I thought it was so well done. A size like this is just great for anything. Gallery walls, on an easel, side table, on a shelving unit. You get the picture. It can go anywhere. And I'm not at all afraid to ship things that don't have glass and that are on a little bit of the small size. Look at this one. This is a teak wood frame. I loved that frame. This has some kind of Asian writing here that obviously I cannot read, but the peacock was amazing, and it's so well done that I felt like I just couldn't leave that on the shelf. This little dish is Lefton, and it comes with a bunch of little beaded or a bunch of little vintage buttons that I don't have any need for, but I forgot to dump them out. I didn't even have that in the camera, did I? Anyway, here's the Lefton dish. I love the feet, the gold, everything about it was good. All of the gold is still really bright, and the size is good for you know, bathroom, or I mean, really bath salts. I don't know if I can get past it now that I've said that. I think that might be the best use for something like this. I would actually use this also just in a guest room on the side table for just a little decorative something. Ginger jars for me are something that I rarely pass up. Now these are small, and I don't know, you know, normally if I would pick up the really small ones, but they're from Japan. I just loved the brightness of them, and I think that when I think of like ginger jars and that type of thing, a lot of times they're blue and white, and those are great because people love them, but also love that, you know, there are other color combos, and these colors with the pink and the orange, they were styled on the in the booth together, and they were just really striking. So I came away with those. Told you that picking up boxes was something that I do often, and especially really cool boxes that have like that inlay. This is shell inlay, and the red velvet on the inside is in really good condition. I couldn't leave it there. I just thought it was really, really special and really, really beautiful. Inlay things, oftentimes too, when I run across them, they're missing pieces, and that had all of its pieces and parts. Let me show you this. This is, oh, you can see the camera in there. This needs to be cleaned. But another easy pickup for me are small mirrors, because people love them, and I really loved that oval inside the square. I thought that was unique and different, and I'm trying to get it to where you can see, you know, not the window or the wrapping paper stuff in the floor, but the actual mirror. Obviously, you know, it needs to be cleaned, but this was a no-brainer for me because they're good for so many places too, and people really do love them. This is at least one of my favorite things. I love Tonala pottery, and I will typically never pass it up, but I don't hardly ever find Tonala pieces that are large in size. And so this guy was something that I felt like I just couldn't leave on the shelf. I don't know that he's signed. I didn't really look. I think there is a signature there, but again, I'm not going to be able to read that, but I did think he was really cool. He is in great condition, and I loved that sort of muted color palette. I thought that it was just a really pretty color palette. I know nothing about this, and it might be Navajo pottery, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of research. I love any type of pottery. Navajo type of pottery is just beautiful to me, but I'm careful, really careful to say Navajo and you know, when I can't personally authenticate it. Now I should be able to find out something because this one is signed, so this might be an easy piece to actually authenticate, but I just thought it was beautiful. I thought that, you know, that shiny and matte finish was really, really cool, and it's a nice size. Kind of a no-brainer piece to take a chance on as far as I was concerned, even though I didn't know anything about it when I bought it. Another enamel and brass pedestal dish. This one's on the small size. I just really think they're great for a lot of reasons, but I love anything on a pedestal, and people at the booth really tend to love it too. This you could use hanging on a gallery wall. I literally picked this enamel painted plate up simply just for the brightness and the colors. I just thought it was so beautiful and so well done. You know, it could be a little trinket dish. It could also be on a plate stand. I'll get it out. And it does have the little hanger on the back, so you can put it on a gallery wall. Or if you have a place, you know, sometimes you just have those like skinny, narrow places where artwork is hard to fit. Stuff like that fits well in places like that. Just a little vintage earring tree. I don't know, this was more nostalgia to me. I don't remember having one with owls, but I did have one of these when I was a little girl. So I thought that was kind of just a fun little thing. Would be a great gift for a little girl, but would also look cute too on a shelf. And I just loved this basket, this bowl. I actually just loved the colors on it. I thought it was so well done. I don't typically find these in great condition. Usually when I find them, they're really faded or they're just not in super great condition. But this one was good on front and back, and the colorway on it was just really good. So I felt like I couldn't leave it behind. And glass, and I never hardly find it, and I found some good pieces this time. So I found this Fenton piece, and it has like a plate stand on it that I will take off. It's got that iridescence to it, so I don't know. I know there's carnival glass, but I don't know if you call it carnival glass when it's a Fenton piece or not. I'll just have to do a research, but it's really cool. The color alone is really cool. And this is probably a newer Fenton piece. I'm not exactly sure about that either, but I did think that it was really cool. And I don't run across glass very much, so I didn't want to leave that. And next is this Afghan that was hand stitched. I just picked this up for the color alone. I will sell this likely in the booth. This kind of granny core kind of stuff does well. I always make sure that it's in good condition with no stains and no holes, and I also do a smell test to make sure. And even though it has a little bit of an old smell, it doesn't smell bad. So I was fine to pick that up. And let's see, I've got 3 more pieces. I don't pick up clocks very often, but the reason why I picked this up is, and I don't even know if it works yet, is just I felt like with the color and the size, I just think it would be an easy pickup in the booth, and that is where it will go. This is probably 1980s, so it's not super old, and the price was pretty good, so I didn't want to leave it behind. Depression glass is something that I really do like. Cake stands are something that I really do like. So I just felt like I couldn't leave this guy behind. I do have a couple of cake stands already, but they're good for risers. They're good for risers in your home, but they're also good for risers in the booth. And what did it for me was the bottom. Do you see that edge there, that pedestal? It looks like little balls all the way around, and I just thought I couldn't leave that behind. And now for the very best thing. Told you I don't find glass very often, and look what I found. Look at this beauty. This is Fenton glass. It's that lavender sort of violet color with the iridescence on it, and then the top part of it has like a stretched glass kind of technique. I don't collect anything, but I might want to hold on to this for a minute, just because, you know, when you don't run across things very often, sometimes it's nice to just kind of look at them for a little while. But I don't know, with Shop the Shelf coming next week, and if you don't know what that is where we do a video once a month, every third Thursday, where everything that we show you on that shelf is listed already onto Etsy. We do that for our online shoppers because a lot of our items go into our booth spaces. We are really blessed to have 3. We also have a hair salon that we sell out of. So because of those 4 spaces, it requires a lot of items, and the items go very quickly. So we have decided to do that once a month for you guys, and always know that if there's anything that we have shown you and you don't see it in the Shop the Shelf, or you don't see it already listed to Etsy, if it's not already sold and it is shippable, just reach out and we'll get you that information. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Go have a very great day. Talk to you soon.